Welcome to Beef Australia 2015, Australia's national beef exposition, held just once every 3 years in Australia's beef capital of Rockhampton. It's an expo like you've never seen, smelled or tasted before, an adventurous journey from the paddock to the plate, starring the best cattle in the country, the brightest minds in the industry and some of the greatest chefs the world has seen. We've got the whole world watching, so come along for the ride. It's hot, dry and dusty. It takes a special kind of person to work with cattle in Australia's environment. But for the national beef industry, this is where the journey begins to delivering the very best beef in the world to consumers around the globe.
Huge boost to the local economy for a start to have 90,000 people come to Rockhampton. We've got 1,000 international guests, and more than a quarter of those are from China, and China are looking to invest into Australian agribusiness in numbers that we haven't seen before. So it's a huge boost to our industry, and to attract these sorts of people from every corner of the earth and across Australia is a great thing for the Queensland beef industry.
It's great for the region because it brings the whole world here. We've got people from Japan, China, Germany, all coming to see what we've got here in Australia. The great beef, the great flavours and textures that come out of our country, and it's all represented here every 3 years. It's great.
This week, more than 4,000 cattle are competing in 3 big competitions. Coming just once every 3 years, for producers, a win at Beef Australia is akin to winning Olympic gold. The quality of the beef and cattle produced in Australia is recognised around the world, making Rockhampton a global destination for international beef industry leaders wanting to learn from and trade with Australia's experts.
I think the best thing they can take away is the connections you make. When you're on a property mustering cattle don't do many business deals for you, so you actually need to connect with people, and there's nothing better than seeing people face to face. And I think Beef Week's provided a unique opportunity for people to network and do deals and make contacts, and hopefully down the track make more money.
Our business is meat processors and exporters. We process 2,500–3,000 cattle a week and export the meat all over the world. Great opportunity to connect with the producer and the farmer who put so much passion into growing the product that we market and have the luxury and fortune to sell.
If you want to be in it, you've got to get amongst it. So things like this week are a great way for young people to all get together and make sure that they're touching base with similar like-minded people and form many new connections.
In a major boost to Australia's export opportunities, here in the QantasLink VIP Business Lounge, more than 900 overseas visitors are being introduced to local cattle breeders, researchers and service providers.
One of the interesting things we found this year is that there's significant interest around investment as well. Investment in bovine genetics or cattle genetics. Investment's a bit new on the radar. We haven't seen that as much in beef, but it's on everyone's agenda this year.
Keeping Australia on the cutting edge of the global beef industry requires a serious investment in education and training. More than 30 seminars on a range of topics, from pasture production to genetics to the law, are delivered at Beef Australia.
I've sat at many international symposiums, but not one as well attended as today, and not as one as intently listened to as today. So, to have the heartland invested in that involvement is really nice.
consumers around the world, our love affair with beef is all about the taste and the great variety of flavours and textures that beef offers, not to mention its nutritional benefits. Beef Australia features some of the world's best chefs, names like Alvin Leong and Tariq Ibrahim, as well as Australia's own Ben O'Donoghue, Massimo Mille and Alistair McLeod, all serving new beef creations and teaching others how to use beef in creative ways in the kitchen at home.
There's a lot of chefs here that are obviously here this week that they're cooking cuts of meat that I've never seen before. And the other night Blair actually broke down the carcass, and there was bits and pieces coming out of that cow that I've never even heard about. So it's been a really informative couple of days.
You know, you guys got it right. And you even took the Japanese beef, the Wagyu, and you turned it around and actually sold it to the Japanese. So, I mean, you gotta say, like, this is selling snow to the Eskimo. You have some beautiful beef here, and I use it actually quite a bit in my restaurants in Hong Kong and even in the one in Toronto. And, Toronto is also a beef producing country. So it's fantastic.
As chefs, we're very passionate people, and we love what we do. And to come here and be introduced to the people who are providing the product that we use every day, and seeing how passionate they are about what they do and how much they care about their industry. It's that similar passion that's wonderful, and to come here and actually meet them in person is great.
We rolled into town and we got straight in the kitchen, and I thought, right, well, this is what Beef Australia is to me. And then we stepped back, we were at another couple of events up at the Qantas VIP experience, and it got bigger. And then, I'm introduced to the Deputy Prime Minister, and it's bigger than big. I think apart from the Great Wall of China, it must be one of the few things you can see from space. Amazing.
Bring more than 80,000 thirsty cattlemen and women together, you can guarantee that fun will follow. Beef Australia is a great opportunity to catch up with mates, rekindle old friendships and celebrate the successes of the industry. Cheers! Cheers. As the sun sets on another successful Beef Australia, it's a great time to sit back and reflect on a huge week of competition, trade, fine dining, education and, of course, celebration. I'm going to head on inside to the gala beef dinner, and guess what's on the menu?